As we reported at the top of the show, state leaders are moving closer to finalizing plans to build a new stadium in Northwest Indiana, which could potentially become home to the Chicago Bears. This all comes at a time when the best college football players in the United States show off their skills here in Indianapolis at the NFL Combine. It's a big moneymaker for Central Indiana, some estimates putting it between $9 and $10 million. Indiana Sports Corp President Patrick Talty joins us today with a look at what the Combine and the other big events in the pipeline mean for Indianapolis. Patrick, thanks for coming to our studio today.
No, thanks for having me.
Well, let's start with the Combine. As we said, a huge economic impact, $9 to $10 million, 30,000 visitors to the city. Obviously, Indianapolis wants to keep it here, so let's talk about the strategy to keep the Combine even beyond 2028.
Yeah, no, we've been working hard to keep that Combine here because we think it belongs here. There's no better place for it here. And really, when the NFL made it a public-facing event, that's really when we went to work, and we made sure that we have a great fan experience, but we're also now thinking a lot about how do we make that player and the athlete experience great. We have all of the pieces in place, and I think we'll be able to continue to compete well because of our partnership with IU, with the Convention Center, with Lucas Oil Stadium, Visit Indy, the Colts, and us. We all come together, and we're able to put on a really great show for all the fans that come around the country for this.
Speaking of putting on a great show, Indianapolis has hosted about every major sporting event under the sun. Super Bowl, Final Fours, WNBA and NBA All-Star weekends. The one thing, NFL draft, we have not gotten that yet. Talk about the status of negotiations to get the NFL draft to Indianapolis.
Yeah, we think obviously the NFL draft would be perfect here in Indianapolis, and we're working hard to get invited to bid on the draft. We have our sights set on 2030 to get an invitation to bid on it. While we have executives here for the Combine, we're actually going to be meeting with them and showing them what Indy is and what Indy is investing in themselves to make it a better city. I think that's one of the things that we've really talked to the NFL a lot about is Indianapolis is investing, and we're changing. We're going to be different by the 2030 than we are right now. And what other cities are doing those? And we think the draft is perfect here.
Right. So if Indianapolis does get the NFL draft down the road, paint a picture of what would that mean in Indiana in terms of exposure, economic impact for the region?
I mean, it's a big event, and it is a big economic impact. You think of all the fans that came to Nashville and Detroit, it's hundreds of thousands of fans that will be spending money in Central Indiana. But it is the opportunity for every 32 NFL teams to come here, and all their fans are going to be, they're 0-0. They're all excited. They all have the hope. And so they're going to be here celebrating in Indiana. And so what it really does is it showcases Indiana and how cool of a city we are, all the amenities that we have, all of the food scene that we are, and everything that's been invested in the last few years and coming up online. It really shows it off. And so we think that that's the type of event that changes people's perception. And it's also one of those events that people will go, hey, I think I want to come back to Indiana, and I want to move, and I want to start a business in Indiana.
All right, Patrick Talty with Indiana Sports Corp. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.